Anytime you borrow money from someone, you're going into debt. Depending on what you use that money for, it can do one of two things for you financially. It can make your life easier or it can make it harder. Either way, debt allows you to buy things that are normally too expensive to pay for all at once.
Car loans, home loans, student loans, and credit cards are some of the most common ways that people go into debt. When you borrow money to pay for something, you're agreeing to repay the balance by a specific date, which can be months or years into the future. When you borrow money from a bank or some other institution, they're going to charge you a fee for borrowing money from them. This fee is called interest. In addition to paying back the balance that you borrowed from them, you're also agreeing to pay interest on the money that you borrowed from them as well. The longer that it takes you to pay the balance off, the more money you're going to pay in interest. If you pay the balance off sooner, then you'll pay less money in interest. Pretty simple concept, right? Right.
Debt can be a slippery slope. Ideally, you should only use debt for things that help you make more money or spend less money. For example, when you buy a house, the monthly payment for a 3-bedroom house is usually less expensive than renting a 3-bedroom apartment. However, life isn't always black and white. Social media makes us keenly aware of how much money or stuff other people have. In a world of curated content online, it's easy to think that everyone is making tons of money and living their best life because they only show a small part of what their life is actually like. In reality, a majority of people are struggling to make ends meet and using debt just to get by.
According to a survey done by Consumer Affairs in early 2022, half of Americans are unable to consistently pay their bills on time. That's right, I said half. Only 1 out of every 3 Americans are able to save money each month, and only 1 in 4 people have enough money to invest. On top of that, inflation is the highest that it's been in 40 years, which is making everything harder to afford. We're not going to sugarcoat it. Life is expensive. According to the Federal Reserve, credit card balances are growing at the fastest rate ever, which means that people are relying on their credit cards more and more.
Throughout this module, we're going to cover the difference between good debt and bad debt, the types of debt Americans struggle with, how to avoid debt that makes your life harder, and what to do if you find yourself in debt.
By the end of this module, you should have a really good idea of what types of choices can make your life easier or harder financially.